windy Galveston, Texas. I'm meteorologist Stephanie Abrams. The rain is falling. So how much longer will this continue, and how much will we accumulate? The answer to that and much more on Tropical Storm Edouard is coming up next on Your Weather Today.
Well, we've got a triple threat of weather on this Tuesday morning. A tropical storm in the Gulf of Mexico, vicious thunderstorms, and blistering heat. Welcome to Your Weather Today. I'm Heather Tesh.
And I'm Marshall Cease, and we'll show you where the thunderstorms are and outline the multitude of severe threats that are expected today, anywhere from Chicago to Cleveland to Washington, D.C. But first, Tropical Storm Edouard is digging inland after making landfall about an hour ago.
And, you know, as we check out Edouard, again, we are watching this right now, moving inland, and it is going to continue to bring a lot of heavy rain to this area, as well as looking at some significant winds that will be affecting especially the eastern areas of Houston and areas east of this region. And with that, of course, we are going to continue to monitor some of these areas. This is moving to the west-northwest at 14. It'll continue to push inland. It has some top-sustained winds right now of 65 miles per hour. Some areas, potentially localized areas, could get up to 10 inches of rain. With more on what's happening with Tropical Storm Edouard, here's Marshall.
Well, we've seen rain on the increase all morning long in Galveston, Texas, where Stephanie Abrams is. Steph, have conditions gotten a little worse than an hour ago?
It depends, Marshall. You kind of go in and out of these squalls from Tropical Storm Edouard, as a matter of fact. You get a little bit rainier, a little bit windier, and then it backs off. Wind gusts here have been up to about 16 miles an hour. That's what I've been able to take with my personal wind instrument. The rain's been coming down, but here, this is seawall, basically the seawall, I guess I should say, and there's a little bit of, you know, ponding and puddles, but nothing too bad. And then, of course, behind me, I'm not sure if you can see, but that's actually Seawall Boulevard, the main stretch here throughout Galveston Island. And yes, there's a little bit of rain on the roads, but overall, no huge flooding problems as of right now. And the rain, well, it's coming down. It will continue. We'll see just a couple inches of rain, as a matter of fact. So let's show you what's been happening in and around Galveston. The electricity is still on. The lights are still working here at all the intersections. I feel like I've seen a lot of cars go by and people's heads go like this, trying to check out what's happening here along the ocean. And the Gulf of Mexico really isn't churning up too much. A west wind here at 26 miles an hour. That's an offshore wind, so we don't have any problems with the surge here. That's not an issue at all. I would like to mention a couple shelters are actually open in Houston where the rain is falling there as well. So let's show you this rain here. And when you look at the radar, I'm going to help you become a junior meteorologist, as I would like to say, or maybe a semi-radar expert. When you look at this, the lighter rain is in the green. The heavier rain is where you see the yellow. We get those bands coming through Galveston. We get heavier rain, and then we get some gustier winds. The highest wind gust officially has been at 32 miles an hour. Basically, this is the type of day it will be. Soggy day, windy day, a little bit heavier at times with the rain and the wind. Let's talk about how much precipitation has fallen and how much we will see. East of Galveston Bay, you can see the yellow shading on this map. That means rainfall totals have been up to about 3 inches. Altogether, about 10 inches of rain, and that, of course, could prompt some flooding, so there are flash flood watches from Austin to Houston, here towards Galveston. If you live in a flood-prone area, you need to watch out for that rain. The forecast looks like this. Tuesday, which is today, of course, the clouds and the rain will keep the temperatures down. It's a bit chilly out here right now, if I might tell you here. Windy and rainy. Then tomorrow we will see temperatures a little bit higher. And then on Thursday it gets warmer, sunnier, and a bit stormy. And Marshall, it's interesting. I know we don't want hurricanes and tropical storms, but they're really just trying to help balance out the weather. Cold at the poles, warm at the equators, and the hurricanes try to help balance out the temperature difference.
Exactly, Stephanie. There is a reason for them. Thanks for that report. Now let's get another report.